Hello all. In this series of lecture, we are going to deal with a detailed analysis of all the questions asked in UPSC Civil Services Prelims examination since 1995 on the subject of Indian economy and social development. So let's begin with the first lecture of this series. First lecture of this series on Indian economy and social development series. So let's discuss first question of the first lecture. The first question is to prevent the recurrence of scams in Indian capital market, the government of India has assigned the regulatory powers to. First option is Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI. Second option is Reserve Bank of India, that is RBI. Third option is State Bank of India, SBI. And fourth option is ICICI. So the correct answer to this question will be first, that is Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI. SEBI has been given regulatory powers to regulate the commodity and financial markets, capital, commodities and financial markets, and to prevent the recurrence of scams in the financial capital and commodity market. So this is the explanation of this question, that SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India, it regulates the commodity market, that is share and venture market. Share you can say market. So commodities, capital markets and financial, that is financial markets. So it regulates and it keeps an eye, and it is the financial regulator of Government of India. It is an agency, autonomous agency, to regulate the financial market, commodities and capital market. This is, now let's come to the next question. The next question is, which one of the following 5-year plans recognized human development? So which one of the following 5-year plan recognized human development as the core of all development or development of all? First option is third 5-year plan. Second option is fifth 5-year plan. Third option is, or option C is sixth 5-year plan. Option D is 8th 5-year plan. The correct answer to this question will be 8th 5-year plan. So the 8th 5-year plan, the theme or the core agenda of 8th 5-year plan was human development. We will deal with a detailed analysis. We will undertake a detailed analysis of about 5-year plans in one of the next question. But until now, just you have to remember that this is just a factual information. So you have to remember that human development was considered the core of all development in the 8th 5-year plan. So 8th 5-year plan considered or took human development at its core agenda. Now let's come to the next question. The next question is, which of the following are objectives of Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices, that is CACP? So it is asking which are the objectives of CACP, or that is Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices. First option is to stabilize agricultural prices. Second option is to ensure meaningful real income level to farms or farmers, we can say farmers, to protect the interest of consumers by providing essential agricultural commodities at reasonable prices through public distribution system. And option D is to ensure maximum price for farmers. So this term, and one of the strategy of prelims is that always look for extreme words, because most of the options that have some extreme words, one or the another extreme word, may be mostly they are incorrect. For example, if there is a term like hugely or enormously or only, or you can say for the first, like these terms, if these you can say extreme words come in the options, you should always look for these extreme words. And most of the time the options or the statements containing these extreme words are mostly incorrect. So there is a extreme word maximum, though maximum is not such a extreme word, but this option is incorrect. Next, to protect the interest of the consumers by providing essential agricultural commodities at reasonable prices through public distribution system. This is correct. I will tell you why it is correct. I will tell you, but just let me finish. Let me tell you the answer. To ensure meaningful real income level to the farms. This is also correct. And to stabilize agricultural prices. This is also correct. So A, B, and C. The option first is the correct answer. Now let's analyze this question in detail. So we are talking about the Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices. Commission for CACP, Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices. It was Commission for Agricultural Costs and Prices. It was established as an advisory body to the Government of India to ensure stability in farm produce, for example rice, essential farm produce, for example rice, wheat, pulses, and to advise the government to fix procurement prices. The procurement price is the price at which the government procures or government buys the agricultural commodities from the farmers. Agricultural commodities from the farmers for public distribution system. So procurement price is the price at which government buys the agricultural commodities like rice, wheat, and pulses for the pulses and even sugar for the distribution for public distribution, and MSPs are decided by the government so that a meaningful real income can be ensured to the farmers. MSPs are declared by the government to ensure real meaningful income to the farmers and to protect the interest of the consumers by providing agricultural commodities. So this is the major agenda or main you can say idea behind Commission for Agricultural Cost and Prices. Now let's come to the next question. The next question is as part of the liberalization program, and with a view to attract foreign exchange, that is forex, with a view to attract foreign exchange, the Government of India and the RBI had devised two schemes known as FCNR-A and FCNR-B. Which of the following are or is or are correct with respect to the above two schemes? First statement is, under the scheme A, RBI had to bear the exchange rate fluctuations. So under the first scheme, that is scheme A, it is saying that RBI had to bear the exchange rate fluctuations. While under the scheme B, the other commercial banks here means commercial banks had to bear the exchange rate fluctuations in the market, in the financial market, financial or capital market, financial and capital market. So these were the two schemes. So as we know that after the 1991 balance of payment crisis and economic slowdown in Indian economy, government did a lot of reforms. Some government took a lot of measures. Some were stabilization measures, and government also took some structural reforms. Structural and policy reforms, policy measures. Government took stabilization measures also. Government took some structural and policy strategic measures also. So in the structural or policy measures, government took a big step up on the under the watch of International Monetary Fund. Government went for LPG, liberalization, privatization and globalization. While under the stabilization measures, government took some major steps. For example, government devalued the rupee. Government started cash compensatory scheme. Government also started these schemes like FCNR schemes. Both two schemes were under this, FCNR-A and FCNR-B. Under these schemes, as we know that at the time there was a lot of fluctuation in the value of rupee, fluctuations in the forex market. Value of rupee was going very down. So government had also devalued the rupee. So due to this, there was a lot of losses to exporters and the investors. The exporters were suffering, exporters and importers both were suffering the losses, and to compensate their losses, government came up with these this cash compensatory scheme, and to stabilize the value of the rupee, government came up with this two schemes, FCNR-A and FCNR-B. Under the FCNR-A scheme, it was RBI that had to bear the fluctuations in you can say forex exchange, and under the scheme B, it were other commercial banks that had to bear the fluctuations in exchange rate of the rupee against the other hard currencies or other you can say currencies. So this was the thing. So the answer to this question will be, but after some time scheme A was withdrawn, but scheme B continued. So the answer to this question will be that these statements are correct. First statement is correct. Under scheme A, RBI had to bear the exchange rate fluctuation. It is correct. Under the scheme B, the other banks, that is commercial bank, had to bear the exchange rate. This is also correct. And option C, both the schemes are withdrawn today. This is not correct. And only the scheme A had been withdrawn. This is correct. So only A, B and D, that is 1, 2 and 4 are correct. 1, 2 and 4 are correct. This is the correct answer this question. So this is that you have to remember. We will talk about the LPG reforms, stabilization measures, policy reforms after 1991, and all these reforms undertaken at different types: first generation reforms, economic reforms, and second generation